We're moving along, folks. Anthony joining you once again for Encounter 4 Top 4. We are moving through this fairly quickly, and we've got another sort of David versus Goliath showdown, but it's less about the decks and more about the players, but there's also a bit of the decks in here. Devastator versus Octone and friends. Wheeljank, one of the veterans of the server, versus Penguin, who again is playing in his first event. Should be interesting to see how this plays out. And you jumped ahead on me starting, but you managed to get the timing perfect. So, I will confirm that now. So long story short, what's going on here is we are checking how the Disarray works for this round. Okay. Yeah, so the Disarray for this round is at the start of your turn, scrap the top card of your deck. You must play this card if possible. Whether or not it was played, it would count. Wait. This will count as your action or upgrade for a turn. Oh god, what the... I am going to confirm that was 0 now. And I'm going to mute myself so that way I can figure this out. We will be right back. Alrighty. We have solved that issue. It will be played. Playing a steady shot off the top onto Scavenger. So again, the Disarray for this round, at the start of every turn, you play the top card of your deck if able, and it counts as your card for the turn. So, steady shot gets played on the Scavenger, excuse me. Flip Scrapper, draw a card, and then send Scavenger in after Crash Bash. Alrighty. Pitching a Smoke Cloak for a height counter. Going in for 7. Ugh. 7 blocking 5 takes 2. And over to Penguin's turn. Draw for turn. Oh, grenade launcher off the top! Oh, flip Octone, a Decepticon will take a damage. And Ironic is going to be going in here. That does count as his play for turn, by the way, so... Send Ironic in at where he has to go. Scavenger took the damage off Octone for 7. Block 3. Take 4. Alive on the health boost. Things are going to be happening this round, folks. Oh, we have a bit of a camera freeze. Draw for turn. Oh, we're getting a lot of lag. Scout Armor is the reveal off the top, so Wheeljank will not get an upgrade this turn. Puts it on Long Haul. Interesting. I figured you'd put it on Scavenger there. But that is his upgrade play for the turn. So, that's an interesting point to note. Flip Bone Crusher, draw for that. Foreman's Ingenuity gets dropped. Builder's Tools gets recovered. Does not have enough tower counters to play it, though. Sending Long Haul into Ironic. Pierce will not be able to be used because Long Haul is not a specialist. Pitching a Scoundrels for a counter. And going in for 2 Pierce 1. The Pierce gets negated. And that will be a block nothing to Ironic. Picking up a Soldier's Blaster, dropping a Lion Weight. Pretty decent in this matchup. Not fully ideal because Crash Bash plus Vorath is still a Decepticon. But Ironic and... Oh! Ironic and Octo can both use soldiers, but now there's an Anglemoss Surge dropping, so Long Haul might be gone this turn. There's his action for the turn. And what's going to be the upgrade of choice? We know there's that Soldier's Blaster. Playing that to prep Octone for a swing into somebody may not be the worst idea in the world. But at the same time, if you have an armor you could throw on Crash Bash or Ironic here, that wouldn't be terrible either. Although, given... Going for the Bravery on Ironic. Okay, that works. Because, I mean, you're both playing blue decks. You can afford to control the pace of the game a little bit here. 10 going in. Block 3 takes 7. Alive on 1, folks. Alive on 1. And in case you're wondering how Crash Bash got 10, I believe the exact wording is, if he flips oranges equal to or less than his defense, he gets plus attack equal to his defense. Point position is the flip off the top for Wheeljank. He'll throw that on Long Haul, like that move. Flipping Hook, drawing a card. Action for turn is Steady Shot. Sending in Mixmaster into Ironic, throwing away another Scoundrels for counter number 3. And I am confirming the wording on Crash Bash as we speak. 5 flat because Ironic negates the Pierce. 5 block 4, take the 1. Energon Axe is now live, assuming that Penguin is even playing it in the first place. Which I genuinely don't know. Even though I could look, I don't want to throttle my internet right now. So the exact wording on Crash Bash. When this attacks and flips a number of oranges less than or equal to his defense, this gets +2 attack until end of battle. So it's not plus attack equal to his defense. That would be insane. But it's still pretty decent. Grenade Launcher has ended up on Ironic, so that had to have been the card off the top. Which is curious. I mean, Octone has plus already, so actually throwing... Yeah, I like that move. So the action for turn is gonna be... Vaporizing the point position. I like this play. If you can get some damage onto Mixmaster here, that will be huge. Because at this point, you're not getting any more damage on Long Haul. In fact, you're losing damage if you attack him. Same with Scavenger. Well, you're not losing anything there, but still, you're not gaining anything. Mixmaster is going to be your ideal target here. And going in for 8. 8 block 3, take 5. Gyrick, we get it. You're good. Not going to pick up that Corrupt Construction. Curious. He's got 5 cards in hand. He had to have something to pitch for it. Draw for turn. And the top card is going to be... Sidecar Artillery. Ooh, that's pretty decent. Puts it on Bone Crusher. So now what's the play here? You've used your upgrade for turn. You need removal to get rid of that Bravery. Corrupt Construction is the action on Scavenger. The height counter goes up to 4. You have to go into Ironic here, so... Start swinging. Scrapper in first for 5. Can't use the Pierce. 5. Block 4, take 1. And I'm going to jump in real quick. Actually, I don't think it'll matter. So Bone Crusher goes in for 4, Pierce nothing, because negation. Throwing the sidecar at Ironic for 2, he's up to 4. Sending Hook into Ironic. 2 Pierce 4, but it doesn't even matter because of the fact that Ironic negates Pierce. And we have an untap. No pitching of tower counters for Wheeljank, though, which is curious. Because that deck... This version of the deck does love to do that. I will say that now. Head-on Collision is the card off the top. Ugh, Ironic's about to smack somebody. Probably Scrapper. Maybe Hook? Nah, probably Scrapper. And, Wheeljank is making all sorts of jokes about erotic being fairly scary right now, and this is why I say you don't travel to Florida without a plan to fry the gator. Armed hovercraft. Ooh. So that gets 2 attackers off the board without wasting your attack. I know earlier I was saying you don't want to do anything to Long Haul and Mixmaster because you're not gaining anything. In fact, you're losing damage in this situation. But it gets 2 attackers off the board, so I'm not like the biggest... Where was I going with that? I don't disagree with that decision. You do give him 2 tower counters, which is questionable. But at the same time, you are at a point in the game where you can probably out-aggro Wheeljank and then just try to end the game before he gets a chance to combine and heal for who knows how much. 10, blocking 3, taking 7, and... 3 have had 3 alive on 1s in a row. 3 alive on 1s in a row. I need to go yell at them real quick. So yeah, I just went in to make fun of the fact that there was 3 alive on 1s in a row, and I asked Penguin, what did you do to make this happen? And John jumps in. He ripped a copy of Gyrick in half. Scouting mission to do a damage to Erotic to draw 2 on Penguin's side. That's curious, but not the most inadvisable play ever. That was the action for turn, it would seem. Also, draw 2 off of Scout Armor for when Longhaul got KO'd by the Armed Hovercraft. Sending in Scavenger with a Builder's Tools attached. Throwing away a Crowbar for a height counter. He is now up to 8. Doesn't get the Pierce. 3. Blocked. Ironic putting in work here today, folks. Ironic putting in work here today. Draw for turn on Penguin side. Top card is an Energon Mace. The +2 in this case, I believe. Puts it on Crash Bash. Makes sense. So, he has to go into Scavenger unless he has direct damage that isn't Octone, because Wheeljank will just put it on anyone but Scavenger or Scrapper. Although he may put it on... Puts it on Bone Crusher, yeah, that makes sense. I've got to jump in here. Sorry about that. Had to jump in and give a hand bleed warning to Penguin. Again, that kind of warning is nothing serious. It's just a heads up saying, like, hey, we can see your hand. That is a very dead Scavenger off that attack from Crash Bash. Not much you can do there, though, so I can't really fault him for anything. And dropping a Mechastar for a Scoundrels, it sounds like. Though I was a little distracted by Tarn here, so... Scouting mission, okay. Just gonna Scouting mission Ironic. Just need that sweet, sweet ping damage. Hazardous Shield? Excuse me? That's a curious card. Sending Bone Crusher into Ironic. Three is the swing. And the block. And, ooh, Ironic could pick up that Lagarten. Dropping Sabarbs for the Garden. Well, I think it was Sabarbs. It might have been Bravery. I don't know. Point position. You have to play it. He has to play it. Replacing the Bravery. That is absolutely the correct decision there. And now Octone gets a free shot at Bone Crusher. If you have another armed hovercraft, though, you play that right now and get Scrapper off the board. Because at that point, I think Wheeljank is... Oh, wait, is he just one turn away from combining? Because he went first. Yeah, he's one turn away from combining. Yeah, you need to... Actually, I don't think you play an armed hovercraft here. I think that extra point of damage on Devi could matter significantly. So, KOing Scrapper is actually not very advisable in this situation. And I would know. I play a lot of Devastator. Vaporizing the Hazardous Shield. Okay. Flipping Octone to bot mode. Sending into Bone Crusher. I like that. Well, I mean, yeah. I was about to say it's the only thing he could do, but now he could have just left him in alt mode. Take 6 and die. Doing the bounty damage to Scrapper? You just lost a point of damage there. You absolutely do the damage to Hook in that situation. You lost a point of damage by doing that. Hell, you lost 3 points of damage by doing that. The 2 from the bounty and the 1 from Scrapper going back down to 7 damage in the KO area because the health boost on Malevolent Architect does not apply in the KO. Flip Scavenger in the KO area. It sounds like we are at a combine, possibly. Oh, Wheeljank missed a flip last turn. Heavy landing, and there goes Ironic. Send Hook in. The fact that Wheeljank did not flip last turn may have saved Penguin there. Takes the Pierce 2 on Crash Bash. We will have an untap, and Penguin will have a chance to end this. Top card is a Opportune Offensive. That's about the best thing he could have pulled outside of a grenade launcher. Though if he has one in hand, you might as well drop it now. Because that Energon Mace is... Soldier's Blaster on Octone. Flip. Hold up. I gotta jump in. Sending Crash Bash in before I jump in. And that's a dead Hook, so it doesn't even matter in that situation. And Penguin goes ahead and takes game 1. Wow. Alrighty, so, Wheeljank is going first. No sideboarded characters. And, yeah. Again, in that situation at the end there, you absolutely, I think... So, okay. I had to compose my thoughts there for a moment. The fact that Wheeljank did not flip that one turn is the reason that play worked out for Penguin. I'm just going to say that flat out. That is the only reason that Penguin got away with that. In any other situation, throwing the damage on Scrapper lost you 3 damage on Devastator. Because you're losing the 2 from the bounty, plus you're losing -1 from Scrapper going to 7 damage in the KO area. Because again, like I said, the Malevolent Architect bonus does not apply in the KO. If you throw that damage on Hook, you have the extra damage when from Scrapper being at 8 damage when the combine happens, but then of course the 2 from the bounty, which in a situation where Wheeljank is able to combine, that again, helps you to guarantee that one of your big attackers will be able to smack Devastator for game once he gets out and heals for a butt ton of damage. So, yeah, in hindsight, that was absolutely the correct play on Penguin's part, putting the damage on Scrapper. Or if maybe he just spotted a missed flip and we didn't, so maybe it's not as indefensible as we think. But if Penguin did not notice the flip was missed, it is a very indefensible play because you are losing damage in that situation. And this is where everybody goes into the comments and fights with me because that's how this stuff works. Hazardous Shield gets played onto Scavenger. Flip Scrapper, draw a card. And Scavenger's probably going into Crash Bash, probably? Yep, going into Crash Bash. Pitching a Smoke Cloak for a height counter. 4 Pierce 2. It takes the 2. Over to Penguin's turn. Draw for turn. Top card is a Severed Combiner Hand on Octone. That's pretty good. Flip Octone. Do a damage to a con. Bone Crusher will... Interesting putting it on Bone Crusher. Going into Scavenger with Ironic. For 3. Block 5. No damage is dealt. Off to a slow start here. But that's to be expected for 2 blue decks. Over to Wheeljank's turn. Top card is... Builder's Tools. Ooh, that's pretty decent. Going on to Long Haul. Flipping Bone Crusher. Draw a card. Oop, Smoke Cloak is in Wheeljank's hand. Foreman's Ingenuity. Recovering the Reclaim. This is so rough for a combiner team. The turn you want to combine, your deck may just have an... Oh, you're right. Good catch, Ozzy. Scrapping a Scouting Mission for a height counter. 3 Pierce 1. No Pierce to Ironic. Ooh, Pocket Processor is the top card. So, on Penguin's side of the field, the Processor's on Octone. Flip Octone to Truck Mode. Leap into battle on Crash Bash. Sending into Long Haul. $11. Wow. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, 11. And that is a dead. We are Long Haul on the nose. Swapping a Tetradite for an Espionage. Interesting. Wheeljank will draw. Top card is Mechastar. Ooh. Putting it on Bone Crusher. I like that. You do have a free shot at Crash Bash here, so might as well. Flip Hook. Yep, get the additional Pierce. You need that right about now. Reclaim. Staggering Might. Putting it on top and then drawing it because there's at least 3 height counters. 7 cards in Wheeljank's hand. Devastator, folks. Sending into Crash Bash with Bone Crusher. 5 Pierce 7. 5 Pierce 5. Takes the 5. Up to 7. Not gonna pick up Counter Espionage. Draw for turn on Penguin side. Draw for processor. Lie in wait. Okay. Unfortunately, that's not what you want to see. So what's the upgrade going to be for turn? Flipping Octone to do a damage. Puts it on Bone Crusher again. That is... Why would you not throw it on Mixmaster here? Just because Bone Crusher's so important. Oh, wait a minute. Because he's trying to next level Penguin by throwing the damage on Bone Crusher. So that way he takes as little damage as possible when Penguin inevitably goes after Bone Crusher for being an annoying little you-know-what by having Pierce. Once again, my intellect is nothing compared to the Australians. Draw for turn. 8 cards in hand with Devastator, folks. Malevolent Architect. It's a good card. Heavy landing off the top. Oh, wait, is he 1 off? Oh, he's 1 off for getting the 3 and getting a KO on Crash Bash. So that will do 1 to Crash Bash. Builder's Tools on Mixmaster is the upgrade. Flip Log Haul in the KO area, so we are now either 2 or 3 away from Combine. Because Bone Crusher was in bot mode. I don't know about Long Haul. So Builder's Tools puts a counter, Steady Shot gets scrapped for a counter. 3 Pierce 3 and a Crash Bash. And that is a dead Crash Bash. Out comes Vorath. Untap, lie in wait. Draw, and the top card is... Or, nope, draw, processor draw happens first. And then the top card is... Ooh, Lasagna Sauce, a.k.a. Lagarten Spalders. Puts it on Ironic. Okay, yep, that makes sense. Keep the Combiner hand on Octone. Titan Lock. Okay, we're gonna see how many... Okay, we're 2 turns away from combining. Assuming we don't flip an action off the top, as Ozzy pointed out in chat. So, Espionage, calling... White. Staggering Might is the only thing. Why would... Curious why you would not call blue there. Or green. As in, the Titan Master stops your big attackers untapping for another turn. Good call. I was like... is that not... Is this... This is not a Titan Lock? I thought Titan Lock was something exclusive to Metroplex, so... Block 3, take 2. So 5, block 3, take 2. Okay, yep, that adds up. Smoke Cloak for Corrupt Construction. And we are... Steady Shot is played on Scrapper. And then Scoundrel's Blaster on Scrapper. Flip Scavenger, draw a card, 1 turn away from combining. Sends Scrapper. Going after Octone. Lion Weight was scrapped here. Eight Pierce 1. 8 Pierce 0 after the reduction. Takes 4. Blocks 4. Dropping a Lion Weight for the soldiers. I like that move, with Vorath being the only remaining Decepticon on his side of the field. 2. Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay, what did you flip on that last flip? Okay, so we almost had a moment where flips that should not have been shuffled in were shuffled in. Thankfully, Matt jumped in chat and pointed out that point defense system, bravery, and soldiers were the flips, but there was a Lion Weight that was dropped to pick up the soldiers. So that was crisis averted. We have an untap now. Draw for processor. And what is the top card of the deck? Hold up. What was the play off the top of the deck? Okay. I did not see that action there, so forgive me. Okay, so it was a secret that was played. It just was vertical, so I didn't catch it as a secret. Hard matchup for Black-Blue Devi with the play from the top of your deck. May you lose your deck, but yeah, Ozzy was just pointing that out a few minutes ago, so... And I'm going to say this now. We are not going to let this match determine the viability of Blue-Black Devi going forward because this is such a weird event. There is a lot of other stuff that's happened in this event that would point to it being good. This match is not indicative of anything in terms of that. Armed Hovercraft onto Octone. I liked that. Ironic going into Hook. I like that play. 4-4. Block 2, take 2. Up 3, over to Wheeljank's turn. Draw, and let's see what the top card is. Smoke Cloak. Going on Scrapper, and if he has the Enigma... Doesn't have the Enigma, it seems. So, Corrupt Construction on Mixmaster. Gets a counter. Send in. Gets a counter from Builder's Tools. And pitching a Crowbar for a counter. Five Pierce 1, which gets negated because of Ironic. And we'll have a block. Draw for Processor, top card of the deck. Oh, is Ironic alive on 1, or is he not taking anything? Another Lion Wait. Oh, that might be the hand size die. Okay. Flip Octone to bot. Ooh, playing a Bravery under Ironic. I know I was ranting last time about the bot mode thing with Octone, but I like it in this situation because you get an attacker off the board without losing anything, and you get a bit of extra damage on Devastator. This is a good flip to bot mode. 7. Flat. Block 2, take 5. That is a dead Mixmaster. Doing the 2 damage to Scrapper. Spreading it out a little bit. I like that. Drawing for turn. Mechastar goes on to Hook off the top of the deck. Flipmaster in the KO area. Mixmaster in the KO area. Flipmaster, that's a character. Does he have the Enigma? Although maybe it's not a good idea to combine here because of Combiner Hand. And here comes Ozzy to point that out in the comments as well. Because, yeah, Combiner Hand's a good card, folks. Yeah, he doesn't... Oh, he ain't getting pierced no matter what because of the fact that, Ironic exists. Eek. Octone is at least damaged, so there's that going for him. Going for the combine. So, combines with a grand total of 7, 8, 15, 21 minus 11, only 10. Only 10 after combine, I'm pretty sure. Keeping the Hazardous Shield and the Scoundrels for upgrades. 11. 21. 10. Yep, it is 10. E. Sending Devi in to Ironic. Planning 1. Ooh, Lion Wait, that's always good. 12 pierce nothing. Blocking 7. Takes 5. And we have an untap. Over to... And Wheeljank is untapping the entirety of Devastator. You always love to see that. Draw for Processor. Top card. Grenade Launcher. No, but no! That doesn't do anything because there isn't a Decepticon on the field. Hold on, I gotta jump in. Okay, so basically what was going on there was I had to check what happens with the Opportune Offensive since he could not resolve it right now. It just resolves without effect, and that was his action for the turn. Soldier's Blaster on Ironic. Going in for, wait a minute, how much is this? 1, 5... Wait, no, 1... So 6, 7, 8, 9. Blocking 4, taking 5, up to 15. Ironic in bot mode, folks. It's Ransack, but, you know, 5 stars. Okay, top card of the deck is a Builder's Tools, and he just accidentally grabbed 2 cards there. No biggie. Another Builder's Tools doesn't do anything right now, but moral victories, I guess. Reclaim? What's gonna be the play? Does he have a Staggering Might? Staggering Might, draw that card. He's already played his upgrade for turn because of the Builder's Tools. Sending Devi... Oh my god, he's tapping the entire thing every time. I love it. Sending Devi into Ironic. Not going to use the Lion Weight on the attack. Honestly, reasonable. You want to save that for Octone when the Pierce mitigation is a bit more. $14 blocking 3 or 4 or something. Ironic is very dead. Now, what are the odds he has an I Still Function in hand? Draw for Processor. Top card of the deck. Grenade Launcher. Angle 1. He's not in melee mode. It resolves without effect and stays out of the scrap. Ay. Angle Maw while he wasn't in melee mode. That hurts. That hurts. Flip Octone to Alt 1. Or Alt 2, excuse me. You take it. Energon Axe! Okay. Oh, no. Oh, wait, no. Yeah, he hasn't played an upgrade this turn. I don't know what I was thinking there for a moment. He played an action off of Angle Maw, which did nothing. And currently going in for 11. 12. 12 Pierce 2. 12 block 6. Take 6. Up to 22. Ooh. So on the one hand, this may look like Devi clearly has a lead. But remember, Severed Combiner Hand is an amazing card. This could still go either way. And that Lion Weight could very easily swing the game. We all know the importance of 1 hit point. Crowbar to replace the Scoundrels as he has to. So he's not gaining any... He's not gaining anything, but he also kinda is losing something after the attack. Heavy Landing for 3, that helps. And I believe Octone has 17 health. Scrapping the Lion Weight. That should be in the scrap, but it's not going to matter here. 13 Pierce 3. 13 Pierce 0 because of the 3. 13 blocking 7. Take 6 up to 13. One good swing and 1 good defense. This is very close. Untap. Draw for Processor. Top card, Grenade Launcher. Oh, he has to lose the Processor. He's got 12 cards in hand, though. I think he's fine. Dual wield. Oh, no. Grenade Launcher. This could end it, folks. This very well could end it. Oh, blurry camera. No. 15. 15 block 7. Take 8. Up to 30. Oh! This is so close. This is so close. He has Combiner Hit, so he has a shot at surviving this potentially, especially with the Crowbar screwing over Wheeljank there. Mechastar. No! Foreman's Ingenuity, probably for a Heavy Landing. Heavy Landing for 3. Up to 16. He has to survive this. It would take a God Flip. How much Pierce is that? 14. Oh, Pierce 4. 1 point of Pierce too many. And it sounds like we are going to Game 3. What a match so far. No sideboarding of characters. Penguin is going first. This is going to be interesting. This has been an amazing set. Again, Devastator is still one of the best decks in the game, even though it's traditionally been played aggro since Malevolent Architect released. And Wheeljank's over here in a fairly bad situation with the Disarray, taking this deck, which has come out of nowhere, mainly because Penguin was just insistent that Crash Bash plus Vorath was incredible, which, admittedly, we kind of owe him an apology for that. Because long story short, at least 5 of us were in a channel a couple of weeks ago when Penguin was going on about this. We were all like, Crash Bash ain't good anymore, just not competitive. And here he is in top 4 in a Game 3 against one of the best decks in the format. This is just insane. This is just... wow. Game 3, here we go. Draw for turn. The Disarray screwed Wheeljank Game 1 and screwed Penguin Game 2? Absolutely. Lagarden is the turn one, or is the card off the top for Penguin. Flipping Octone to Alt 2, doing a damage to Bone Crusher. Again, this is next leveling here for when Bone Crusher eventually attacks. Erotic goes in first. Who's the attack going into? 4 Pierce 2. Block 1, take 3 on Hook. Okay, I like that move. Maximize the damage. That is rule 1 of playing against combiners. You want to be maximizing damage. Draw for turn. Staggering Might off the top. Putting it on Bone Crusher, not the worst thing in the world. Flip Scrapper, draw a card. Sending Scavenger in. Pitching a Scouting Mission for the first counter. Three Pierce, nothing. Blocked. And brief pause here while Penguin apparently texts somebody, which, fair. Tripwire off the top. Tripwiring Scrapper. I like that. Gets a damage on Scrapper, gives you a clean shot at him to maximize damage. I like that decision. So what is the upgrade for turn going to be? Flip Octone to Alt 1. Energon Mace on Crash Bash. Sending Crash Bash into Scrapper. For 8. Block 1, take set. I would just like to point out that when Penguin was getting a live on once, he won the game. So, yeah. Reclaiming a Builder's Tools on top of the deck. Flip Bone Crusher, draw the Builder's Tools. Play said Builder's Tools. On Mixmaster. Going into Crash Bash because he might actually be able to do some damage. Getting a 2 counters by pitching a Smoke Cloak and Builder's... Or getting the Builder's Tools counter. Blocking a 4 attack swing. Draw for turn on Penguin's side. The top card is a Soldier's Blaster. Onto Octone. That's good. Scrapper's alive on 1. If he has an armed hovercraft, he can't use it because he played the Soldier's Blaster off the top. Tripwire would be nice, though, but I don't know if he has any more copies. You're sending in Octone here, so... Yep. Wait, flipping the bot... Honestly... Playing a dual wield... Going for the art... Oh! Dual wield for the armed hovercraft, flipping Octone to bot mode in order to then possibly get a KO on Bone Crusher, while also being able to do 2 to possibly hook. That is good play there. Good play. Going into oh wait, he can't attack hook. Or Bone Crusher. I'm stupid. Going into Scavenger. Either way, Scavenger is dead. Because the attack was for 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Doing the bounty damage to hook like I called. Disarray is such a wacky event. Breaks the rules for fun. Hope they bring it back next summer. For sure. Hey, maybe we'll do it for Christmas as well. Because why not? Top card is a Smoke Cloak. Putting it on Long Haul. Flipping hook. Top card. Also, Smoke Cloak was played on Long Haul, in case I didn't already say that. He's digging through a scrap pile. Sounds like there's either a Reclaim or a Foreman's Ingenuity. There's the Foreman's Ingenuity to recover a heavy landing. Can't play it because there's only 5 counters on the tower. So hook going in. Going after Crash Bash makes sense. 2 Pierce 3, which gets reduced to 2 Pierce 2. Takes the 2. All these 2s. Long Haul into Scouting Mission. For another height counter. 3 Pierce 2. Into Crash Bash. Takes the Pierce 2. Does not want the counter espionage. Those should not be in the scrap, but I don't think it's going to matter here. Bone Crusher into Crash Bash. 4 Pierce 2. Takes 2 up to 6. And it did not matter here in terms of the reshuffle nonsense, so I'm going to let it slide. Dropping a Builder's Tools for the Enigma. We will untap. And draw for turn. What is the top card going to be? Anglemois! Ooh! Somebody's about to get punted. Probably Long Haul. Yeah, you play that on Erotic, go into Long Haul, and then just put whatever on Octo to prep him. Unless he's got some other master plan in mind. I mean, alternatively, he could just nuke Bone Crusher off the field, but that seems like a waste. Yep, going on Erotic. How does Crash Bash have tough 1? Vorath. Flipping Decepticon, or flipping Octone to the Decepticon damage mode. Sending into long haul. Seven, no pierce. Seven, blocking 5, take 2. Not picking up processor, but that is unfortunate. You really would have liked to see long haul off the board there if you're Penguin. Top card is... Ooh, Crowbar, decent. Putting that on hook. Probably flipping Mixmaster here if I had to take a wild guess. Oh, Scavenger wasn't flipped in the KO area? What? Wheeljank's flip priorities are beyond my understanding. That's all I'll say. Corrupt Construction on Mixmaster for +2 and a counter. Going into Ironic. Height counter from Builder's Tools and another one from pitching a Mechastar. Six pierce nothing. Blocks 4, takes 2, up to 3. Draw for turn. Draw, and then the reshuffle happens, so no issues here. Lion Weight. That's his third Lion Weight off the top. Good lord. It's a good card, don't get me wrong. But it's just insane how he's gotten 3 of them in this match. Point position on Ironic. Flip Octone to alt mode 1. And then sending Crash Bash in where he's gotta. 8 pierce 2. Block 3, take 5, dead on the nose with Long Haul. Up to that magic 10, as Wheeljank just said. Draw for turn. Top card is a steady shot. Oh, wait, no, Mixmaster was the KO. Interesting. Scout Armor on hook. Oh, Mixmaster had less Flip Mixmaster in the KO, so Long Haul is the only one left. Speaking of, there he goes. Throwing away a Foreman's for the height counter. Five pierce 2 and a Crash Bash, which the pierce... Oh, no, going into Ironic, so the pierce gets negated and takes the 2. Wait, what? 5 blocking 3. Okay, that adds up. I'm like, how did Crash or Ironic take damage there? Because he didn't flip enough defense, folks. Draw for turn. Armed Hovercraft. No ranged characters. Yep, you can put it on a non-ranged character. It just doesn't do anything. So, Ironic now has a Armed Hovercraft. Untapped Lion Weight should... So, you have to send Octone in here. Honestly, I don't really think there's a whole lot you can do aside from just sending Octone in here. There's not really any, like, better play, in my opinion. You've already burned your upgrade play thanks to the Disarray. Oh, he's got something in mind. Espionage calling green. Enigma gets hit off the Espionage. Flip Octone to bot mode. Oh, he's going for this. Going in the long haul. Currently going in for 9. Block 3. Takes 7. Dead on the nose. Or no, not dead on the nose, but still dead. Gets another counter. 2 damage, 2. Doing the damage to Hook. That puts him at 8. Alive on 1, but not in the sense of the meme because, again, non-attack damage and all that. Draw for turn on Wheeljank's side. Top card is a scouting mission. Ooh, that's interesting. If you play that on Hook, you actually heal damage. But then you face down this field with only one character, so maybe not. Although losing the Enigma did kinda hurt Wheeljank here. Does it to Ironic. Scoundrels on Bone Crusher. Flip Log Haul in the KO. Start swinging. Bone Crusher in. Takes 3 off. So Erotic takes 3, and that's an exact kill. Hook into Crash Bash. Five Pierce 1 off of Hook. And Crash Bash goes up to 1, I believe. Or up to 7, I believe. So we'll untap and go over to Penguin's turn. 4 lion weights! Are you kidding me? 4! Severed Combiner Hand on Octone, replacing the Lagarten. Octone goes into Bone Crusher. Like that move, because then that means... Oh, no, wait. Devi still could combine. Block 3 takes 6 off 9, and... Oh, wait, that's game! And that is a dead Hook. And that is a Game 3 win for Penguin. And in his first event, he is in the finals. Wow! What a set. What a set. So, looking at the bracket, Penguin advances over Wheeljank. He will now face the winner between Ozzy and Champion. He will either face Double Primes or Cars. Should be a good matchup either way, but again, I do think Blue Devi has some merits despite the fact that I've been playing the orange variant for so long. I will have to maybe duke it out with Wheeljank at some point to determine which version is the best, quote-unquote. But I would like to see an orange Devi versus blue Devi matchup. We will see how that goes, but that is irrelevant to the point at hand. Penguin, using Octone and Friends, has won over Devastator 2-1. Wheeljank knocked out in top 4, and Penguin advances to his first finals in his first event, and will either face Champion or Ozzy. So with that, hopefully you enjoyed what you saw here today. If you did, there's a little red button you can push down below to show that if you're watching the re-upload of this on YouTube, or a little purple button down below if you're watching this live on Twitch. We will be back soon enough with the other top 4 match. Again, Ozzy versus Champion, and soon enough, the finals will be upon us, and hopefully I can reveal more information soon about the event that is going to be coming after this, that, of course, being Encounter 5. And that is going to be, well, I mean, we know it's going to be full constructed. I'm talking about details of when the sign-ups start and stuff like that, because we haven't had a full constructed event in a while, so people are looking to get back to the standard meta for the most part. I mean, we're kind of back with Disarray, but Also kind of not really, just because of the Disarrays forcing some weird deck building decisions and some oddball choices, like from me. But full constructed will be back soon enough for Encounter 5. In the meanwhile, though, that will do it for this broadcast. Peace out, y'all.